In this lecture, we are going to see what are different aggregate functions and how do we handle null values in SQL. I, Professor D.V. Kosti, welcome you in this lecture. Let us see aggregate functions first. Aggregate functions. So, aggregate functions are the functions that take collection or more than one value as input and gives only one value as input output. So SQL offers 5 built-in aggregate functions. I repeat, aggregate functions are those functions which take more than one input values and gives in return a single value. So we have average, minimum, maximum, total, that is nothing but sum, and count. So AVG, MIN, MAX, sum, and count. So these are the 5 aggregate functions. So for example, we will see only one program here, only one query here. Select average balance from account where branch name equal to pairage. Now here in this aggregate functions, you can see we have used only one, that is average, AVG. So this AVG will give average balance from the account of the branch pairage. So in this way, AVG for average, min, max, sum and count will be used to find appropriate result in the query. So using query, in query you can use AVG. Similarly, you can find out the minimum amount of loan, maximum amount of loan sanctioned in the bank, sum of all the loans sanctioned in the bank, or count of all the account holders in the bank. So similarly, the queries will change. So these are the 5 aggregate functions. Let us go to the next point, that is null values. Before we start with null values, let us see what is meant by null value. Null value query will be fired. Null value will be fired for a particular query, but the value of output will change. The reason behind that is null cannot be processed. So what is null? At some cases, we do not have any value for that particular entry in the attribute that we can say. Suppose there are two attributes as mobile number 1 and mobile number 2, as everyone uses two different SIM cards. But sometimes it is possible that a particular person is using only one mobile number. So at that point, mobile number 2 field, that is an attribute, is going to be null. So we can use special keyword null, NULL, in a predicate to test full null value. Thus, to find all loan numbers that appear in the loan relation with null values for amount, we write the query as select loan number from loan relation where amount is null. That means loan was there but it is now nil. That loan is completely given back to the bank. Now this predicate is not full test for the absence of null values. Why? The use of null value in arithmetic and comparison operators causes several complications. Reason behind that is if we are going to do addition, null value cannot be added. Average, null value cannot be taken for the average. Null value cannot be taken as a count. So a number of problems are generated because of null. But these null values must be handled carefully. Now, what are the different possibilities if we encounter null? So the result of arithmetic expression involving plus, minus, multiply, divide is null if any of the input value is null. Keep in mind. Result of plus, minus, divide, multiply will be null if any of the input is null. Now SQL treats it as unknown. SQL treats null value as unknown. The result of any comparison involving a null value other than null is not null. Since the predicate where clause can involve Boolean operations such as and or not on the results of comparison, the definitions of Boolean operations are extended to deal with the value unknown. Now, how these values are dealt, let us see. And now you know you have learned DMS. discrete mathematical structures in that you have learned. And now here you can see true and unknown is always going to be unknown. False and unknown is always going to be false. And unknown is going to be unknown. Whereas or, true or unknown is always going to be true. Vice versa of and. False and unknown is unknown because this can be true. If it is true, it will become true. That's why unknown. While unknown or unknown is unknown. And last, not, the result not unknown is also unknown because not true or not false is unknown, because of which the result of not is also unknown. So this is the way how null values are handled in SQL. I hope you understood this. The conclusion is, thus we have seen the null values, aggregate functions, and the how the null values are handled. I hope you understood. Slide credit goes to the authors, Koth Sudarshan and Silver Cats, Database System Concept, 4th edition book. Happy learning. Do subscribe the channel to get the notifications of new videos. Thank you.